What is it about getting older that causes a person to dig in their heels and resist any sort of change? And yet it goes against the natural order of things. Hi, I'm Teresa, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to take a bit of a dive into the willingness to let go. And as we do that, we're going to take a walk around the Saen Temple, or better known as the Hell Temple in Bang Sen, Thailand. So come on, let's go. It's been a rather busy last couple of months. If you've seen my last video, you know that I'm waiting for some health tests to come back for myself, and also I've been taking care of my parents. How we handle ourselves and how we plan for our future lives is really important. Leaving my life up to somebody else at any age really makes no sense to me. So how I plan things and how I'm going to roll out the remainder of my years is quite important, because my health and my happiness and what I believe I deserve needs to come first. One of the places I visited before leaving Thailand was the Ban Sang Suk Temple. It is quite an interesting place. It's better known as the Hell Temple. It shows the rather gross happenings that will fall upon us for the sins that we have done in this world. Just as those sins or wrongdoings will have us suffer in hell, if we don't make any changes or take care of ourselves in this life, we will suffer just the same. On the other side of fear is courage. Like in the other video, we need to be truthful with ourselves. We need to shed light on what it is that we can do, what it is that we want, and where it is that we're going. I want to help everyone all the time, but I really don't have the capabilities of what I used to do. Also, I want a different life in the future, and that is not the same as that of even my sister. So for me to sit and judge myself or go over and over in my mind different things that really don't relate to what I want and where I see myself, then I can get a little fear-laden. I can get trapped. I can get caught in my mind on conversations that really don't have to do with me and what I want. Secondly, I need to get out of my own comfort zone. Why is it that I feel the way I do? Why is it that I keep saying the things that I say? If I don't know where my center of life is, at least for me, I can get distracted or reactive to life. The pain does not stop us. It only shows us our limits. I try to show my true self in my videos. Even though I've lived with constant pain and discomfort throughout my life, I believe I'm pretty fortunate because for some reason, through the help of the universe, I've learned to live my life cup half full. If I would have let my limitations stop me in my youth, I would not have had the experiences that I've been able to have, good, bad, or otherwise. This does not mean that I can't find a better, softer, kinder way to evolve in my life as the time goes on. Life is not meant to be hard all the time. And if you're trying to hold on to something, a relationship, or even a material possession, but it's becoming a burden, ask yourself why you're holding on to it. And what does that relationship really mean to you? Because sometimes just the friction between the energy of wanting to let go and the energy of feeling you have to hold on can be pain in itself. My next insight, I believe, is that mental growth should happen your whole life. I believe to overcome pain is not to run away from it or avoid it or create an illusion or a new dream, again, just to compensate or get out of the way of what you're not wanting to deal with. Not too long ago, I learned that I avoided certain things in my life or escaped from things in my life with working. That information or that education came by way of my son. And it came at a time when he was incarcerated. And I was sure I wasn't going to be learning anything from him at that time. I found that out by way of a letter. And in one clear sentence, he said, "Just like you do with work, Mom." And oh my God, that was eye-opening. But it is still taking me to this day to learn that work can come in many forms. It can come in the form of helping people, and it can make me escape my own life because I will be busy with yours. It's also a way I get to run from and not look at my life. Because looking at things for what they were and then seeing me for how I am is not the way things are going to be. But my mental growth will come from me acknowledging I am not my past, and I am exactly where I am. And all the worry and all the scare in my head will not stop anything in anyone else's life. It'll only keep me stuck in my own. Next thing I like to concentrate on is you're only in this state for now. Everything changes. There's a cycle to life. If you're living with some sort of discomfort now, comfort is coming. If your life is perfection, trust, imperfections are coming for you to fix. It may be hard to recognize this at times, and it can bring up a wealth of emotions. That's normally because you have it tied to one of these things we can't let go of. So if I have great plans and my expectations are way up here and I want it exactly right, I don't know if that's truly going to happen. That will add anxiety and fear because there are many things not in my control. And if there are too high of expectations, the chances of me letting myself down are pretty darn good. When I have these emotions come up and I'm having difficulty letting go of something or doing something differently, I have to remember that those emotions are based on my thoughts. And those thoughts are based on the past or the future. And therefore, then, let go. Let go of the emotions that really aren't true in this time. And let go of the control of wanting everything to be perfect, where I'm not allowing the universe to come in and change things it might want to do for the better. If I'm trying to process things and my mind can't seem to stop spinning, stop racing, maybe I just need to stop and breathe. Realize these emotions are tied to thoughts, and that's all it is. They're just thoughts. And no one's thinking about it as much as I am. Remember, you're feeling this way only because of memories of the past or expectations of the future. It's not where you are right now. So just breathe. So now we're at that point to make the plan. So where do you see yourself in the future? Do you have any special plans for what it is that you wanted to do? What are the things that you've imagined? I would love to hear any of the plans or maybe some difficulties you're having with those changes that you're trying to make for yourself, for your future. So I ask myself a few simple questions of where it is I want to be in the future. I know that I'm quite an independent spirit and I like to be able to operate on my own. I've also got limitations, some health limitations as well. So I want to make sure that as I travel, it has to be quite lightweight and adaptable for me. I'm also wanting to see as much of travel in North America as I can. So right now I'm putting it out there to the universe that I would like my travel van or somehow being able to get that into my life in, a cool year and a half or so here. So out to the universe on that one. After I have a basic plan of what I want for the next, say 3 to 5 years, then I break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks. And one of those tasks was getting my YouTube channel going and seeing if I could even commit to that for myself for a given period of time. It allowed me to see the resilience that I still have within myself and also build things the way I would like it for me now. Not based on the way my brain sees things from the past, but taking those experiences from the past, reshaping them to work for me and how I might be able to implement them to their best in the future. Then once I do one of those smaller tasks, seeing how I feel as I go through it, and also realizing if I do or do not have the capabilities that it'll require to keep it going. Then, are the things I'm doing today going to get me to where I want to be in my future? I got myself healthy enough to sell it all and head off to Southeast Asia. At the time that was happening, and before that, it was a dream. I imagined it. But the only way I was going to make that happen was putting one foot in front of the other and allowing the universe to change the bricks under my feet as I kept moving forward. If I would have stayed stuck, made no changes at all, that is most likely where I would be today. Not like there was anything wrong with my apartment, but it was not an avenue to get me to where I wanted to go. And because of financial limitations in my life, I couldn't have both. Some people may have a house and maybe they can rent it out. Maybe they don't want the burden of the house. The choice is yours on how you want to make it happen. If you don't make any changes, everything remains the same. And last but not least is shaping the direction of my path, or shaping me for what I want for my future, not the goal. I have had so many plans along the way and hooked my ideas on the goal and never got there because life happens along the way. I never planned for many things that happened in my life, but I had to deal with them. I had to work through them. I wanted to travel as much as I could all the way through my life. That did not happen. I've had great experiences, but they've been pretty local. For me to be able to travel as I wanted to, and especially now, after limitations, cancer, financial, and otherwise, I made choices to do it for me. And slowly but surely, day after day, month after month, year after year, I'm here. And especially the smaller I make my life, the more manageable it has become, and also the more readily it is for me to see the things that don't fulfill my life. I think ultimately you have to learn to love your life. You have to learn to appreciate the time you're given. Also appreciate the people you have and have had in your life. They're not all meant to stay close by you forever. Your mindset is most important. If I'm of strong mind and sound inner peace for myself, I might be able to bring something to the experience rather than have it affect me in a way that I can't experience it at all. I appreciate you tuning in today and spending this time with me. Until our next time we talk, take care and talk soon. Bye for now.